Well, I've been over here installing fans and new lights, and now I'm moving on to the real job, which is we have an old shower here, and you can see they've pulled off the inside where it was peeling. It's got tile at the top and bottom. The pan seems to be intact. It doesn't leak, so I'm going to see what I can do about changing that out. New plumbing. He'd really like to expand the door, but they don't want to tear out all this tile. I'd like to try to get a light in here, but I don't know how I could do that. I was suggesting maybe putting in a track light, but that's also a heater and they use that, so he doesn't want to swap that out. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to tear out all of that to get to the walls. I'm going to put in green board and then a liner, so they don't want to go back with tile. But yeah, I don't even have access. I'm gonna have to cut a panel in the back there to get to the plumbing. So yeehaw, here we go. And yeah, this is, you can see what it's, I need to get my respirator in here. But yeah, you can see that this stuff it's got termite damage from behind the wall from before, and it's just crumbling away. So yeah, this is gonna be a shitty damn tear out on here, because it looks like it's all pretty much the same, but we seem to be pretty solid on the back. So I think it looks like it got a metal. No, it's just wood. That's the old siding from the house there with the tar paper over it, but that's why it hadn't rotted. Probably some old cypress behind there. But yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be a nasty mess. Look at that. You don't see that until you get it in the light, but I don't want to breathe that. Hey, brother! Man, this is the toughest damn bathroom job I have ever had to do. You can just see the crap. This wall is so disintegrated. I just haven't done, it's just peeling off as dust. And I can tear this one. It's glued, or I mean, it's attached. I'm having to tear it out piece by. I've been working on that for an hour, and I've only got that much of it stripped down. It's just, well, maybe 40 minutes on that one. But and finally got that wall stripped down, but I got rot at the bottom there. I got rot in it there, so I'm gonna have to change that stuff, and I still have to go cut an access so I can shut this off and access these. So, and then this is not helping the COPD, I can tell you. I don't know if you can see this mask. It's already, my respirator didn't work. Actually, it worked. I just, I had it sitting on my dash for too long in the car, in the van, and I went to put it on. After a few minutes, the plastic disintegrated that holds it on. So I was working for about 30 minutes without a mask. And I mean, every time I'd spit, blow out my nose, it was just solid brown. It was so dense. I didn't know I was breathing that much. So I went up and got a couple of masks, or got a pack of masks. And again, you can see how much that is. If I took this off and blew my nose right now, it'd be full of brown dust. So yeah, those people that want you to wear a mask for a virus, they're idiots. But yeah, it's, like I said, this is the worst bathroom I've ever done. And I'm just getting started on it, and I'm already over it. Like I said, when you just got to tear this stuff out, I'm not getting more than 6 inches at a time tearing that shit out. So yeah, it's wearing on me. Well, I got my access cut out now. This had been sheetrocked, and it had the boards across part of it, so I cut it out. But I got this PEX shit. And I don't have the PEX tools. I'll have to use a shark bite, tie it into there, and then I'll use PVC to tie in the rest of this in my new. All that's going to be new. And he wants one of those rain shower heads. So I'm going to see about rigging something where it can come out here and go out a 1.5 or 2 feet into the shower, so he can have room to stand under, because he's a big guy. He's tall as I am, a little taller than I am, and a little heavier. So yeah, he's got to have room in that little spot to not run around under the water. Well, I got my plumbing torn out here on day 2. But this is what, as opposed to this side that just was flaking off and crumbling up to the top. The most of this stuff has been where you gotta put it in there, jam it up, pull it out, and it just breaks and flakes like that. And that's what's taken so long to get this stripped out. Yesterday, I just got worn out doing that one. That was 40 minutes of tearing out just to get half that done. So, yeah, it's a bitch. Where are we? No, you can see I've just started because my mask is still clean. But yeah, I was I was having some breathing issues last night from this. So, gonna try to get this finished off in here and get my green board in because yeah, you can just see the stuff's in the air all the time. And that's light. All right, well, Mardi Gras is over, and I am back over here in the shower. So I've got it cleaned out, sealed up where I need to. I was going to use concrete board, hardy board, and I decided instead to go with the Go board. This is considerably lighter. It's thinner, and it goes in 1/2 inch. And this 1/4 inch, I can go with the 1/4 inch because I have backing here. If I was just on studs, I'd have to use a thicker board. But since it's supported, and you can see I'm going to go down right above my shower pan, about 1 inch off the floor, and then my FRP liner is going to go all the way down and contact the floor. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put in my grout all the way around the pan here. You can see my down step came off, so I'm going to have to tie that back in somehow, retile it, I guess. But yeah, that's this uses special screws and washers that attach it and countersink in, seal it all up. And this is a waterproof board. It's not water resistant, so that's why it's a good product to use in this situation. And then you use the $25 a tube Go board sealant, which is a pumped up silicone, to seal all that up. But that's it. I'll go ahead and close this in. I'll get my plumbing penetrated and sealed up, and then we'll deal with the tie-in at the top. I'm going to go ahead and tape the towel off down here to keep it clean with the grout, and yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, I was about to put it in. I thought, no, it's deep enough because you can see it goes down a full 1/8 of an inch where the flooring there is needs to be. I need to level it up with the grout. So the pan does seem to be. I've checked as much as I can. It looks like it is solid. I got some more shit still to clean out there before I do that. But yeah, we're in the moving on stage now. It was a nightmare getting this thing just torn out and prepped like it is. It doesn't look like much, but yeah, it was tough. So all right, we have begun the Go board installation. And there you can see with it, before I put the piece on top, I put a bead of the high dollar special Go board sealer to fill the edge there with a 1/8 inch gap. I used a screw to gap it. And then you cover each of these installer pieces, which is actually a little washer with teeth, and your screw goes in there. And then, like this one's I've already started. And then it pulls it in tight, just like this one here. It kind of countersinks the screw, and then you can take your hammer and just kind of set it in good so it's as flush as it can go. Of course, they would put this is made to be put to use tile on it, but I've seen information on this that tile thin set does not adhere to Go board, and if you make it 10 years without losing tiles start to fall off, then you're doing good apparently. So I'm using the FRP liner, and that's going to adhere to this very well. I was going to use that red sealer with the cement board initially, but that stuff just puts out such a chemical smell. It would have filled the house, and in this little compact area, it wasn't worth all the extra time and cost when this is so effective. So then you go through like you see there, and you seal up all of your heads, and that will make this board, like I said, is 100% waterproof, not water resistant. And yeah, so then you seal it. Like I said, this is just basically going to be a giant steam room because there's nowhere for the gap except for above the shower door here. So it's got to be able to take moisture and be sealed up without it penetrating. So that's going to be the strength of this stuff, sealing up and caulking it all in. And I think it'll look nice when it's done. I got my mortar done and set around the edge, and then I will where I got my gap down here, I'm going to put some silicone on that back gap. And because it's just for an extra measure, I don't really need it. But then my board's going to come all the way down and meet the grout, and then that will be siliconed in all the way around the bottom. So there we go. It is more time consuming to you gotta assemble all those little pieces, and like I said, then the hammer and then seal. But for this installation, normally if I build a shower stall, I just put up some green board and a shower liner, and it's good. So, seal it, silicone it all in. But like I said, in this particular situation, it's kind of unique. And again, I'm using the 1/4 inch as opposed to the 1/2 inch when I've got wood behind it. If I just had studs, I would have to be using the 1/2 inch thicker board. But I don't have to do that on this case. So, and we're also, while we're in here, we'll take a look. She wants to, of course, get rid of that. I think we mentioned that before whenever I started this. But yeah, I was testing to see how easy that'll come off. I don't put wallpaper on, but I know how to get it off when I'm doing walls. So, wet it down. This layer comes off. And then, because it's pretty waterproof on the outside, you can't really wet it down. But then you wet down that layer behind it, and it scrapes off real easy with a little plastic scraper. Then I'll be able to prime it and put some roll-on texture and paint it a nice color to complement our green and white tile that's still in very good shape around here. So, yeah, all right, but yeah, it's light and it's easy to carry around, but man, it's a lot of work. You're almost sacrificing lifting the heavy boards and dealing with that, and as opposed to all this extra stuff. Like I said, for what we're doing here, this steam room, it needs the most waterproofing it can get, and that's what we're going to go with on this. So, all right, well, we'll continue. Well, we have our shower interior sealed up, waterproofed. I'm installing my plumbing in the back right now. But before I put my liner in, I got to figure what I'm going to do with this. That's where the top lid, they just had a liquid nailed onto the top here somehow. But I got the gap here. I need to figure out how to fill that and then put my board across here, and then I'll just bring my tiles like that. Then I can reuse my tiles on the edge here and then build it out to where it'll meet here. So that's the thing. I'm debating whether or not I should fill that with concrete to shore it up to give me something to support into this. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But this has been a bitch, man. Everything had to be customized in here because nothing was square or it's fucked up. All right, we're getting it though. On the home stretch. I am proceeding in my shower stall here. It is slow going, and like I said, nothing's squared. It doesn't take much to get these little corner pieces. They got a piece that inserts on one side. Here, this one, I've already got it in on this side, so I can try to fit it in. So I got my glue on, and I don't have any way to set this up. So yeah, well, got one wall left. I just spent half the day chipping out and clearing out the rest of my form here. If y'all recall from the other video, I put some boards in here and then set them in concrete so I would have something to screw those pieces into. So that wood acted as just a floating backer, and I was able to bite in and fill this gap. And I've got some of these little mesh tiles that come on these deco stuff. I'm going to try to cut these. I think they should be just right size for my lip. But yeah, I can't put my other side on here until I get this set up and ready to tie it in. So I was about to do this wall, and I'm like, well, wait a second. I got issues down here, so I got it chipped out and it's ready to go. But yeah, this is I much prefer doing a regular tub surround than dealing with this kind of thing. And everything's got to just be custom done is what sucks about it. So, but yeah, this stuff isn't bad. I mean, it'll be a good surface to clean, easy to clean, and I got to trim out all the top and yeah, pain in the ass. And that's how it looks when it's in. And then this other piece, you can see this is made to slide in the gap behind it. So once I got a little more room up at the top there, and then I just tap that piece, that corner piece over to tighten it up whenever I put my other piece here in a little slot there. So yeah, I still gotta piece this stuff together, but yeah, this it adheres there good in flat surface. And normally you'd put the glue on they say it's better to put it on the board than the surface, but I'd never get this stuff in here moved around with the glue on the back. So smaller areas like this, same thing, you're supposed to use a roller. I just pushed it from the center out, push out all the air bubbles, and it's tight. It's not going anywhere. I'm on the last leg of this. I'm gonna have to turn. I got the toilet tightened down for them, but it's they saw some more water leaking, so I'm gonna have to pull that and hopefully not have to take out any of those tiles in this. I had to do their other bathroom, and the same thing. I had to cut out the tiles and replace them because we can't get these tiles anymore since this is from 1955, this house. So, all right, that's yeah, the journey continues. Well, there is my solution on my tile. I just then set it in there, and then this is just tacked here to hold it, to keep it, because it's slanted, so it's going to want to slip off. So all that's doing is holding it in place until tomorrow, and then I can grout it, and then put my other piece there. I'll go underneath with the silicone, and that will keep it protected. So yeah, that ended up being a few hours of shit I didn't intend to do, but man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Better than tearing out the whole thing and starting over, which is what I thought I was gonna have to do when it fell apart. So yeah. And I did finish my tie-in in here. I got to close this off now. I'll do that next week too. But that is my PVC to the PEX to the PVC. Everything's tight, no drips, solid. So we're good to go. Except, like I said, I got to close that in, but it's not going to need an access. It's going to be permanent. Only time it'll be opened up is if it ever gets changed out again. So I'm just going to seal it up. I should have left my big light in so I could. My phone's very, very dim, but all right. Well, there is our finished shower. This thing's taking forever. It was a major pain in the ass, but yeah, it's all sealed up. This is the go board with the FRP over it. You can see here I had to actually just mortar in my tie-in on the tile. And then down here where my damaged piece was, like I said, it's got a little bit of a fall to it, but it's not a step. So that's why I told him, don't step. Well, actually, the guy that stepped on it was like 300 pounds. It wasn't made for anything that big. Maybe a kid, but everything's tight. Put us a nice trim around the top to seal it up, since our walls are not flush or or square. And yeah. There we go. It was, like I said, it was quite the chore. Very unpleasant. And it took a lot longer than I sure thought it would. But it's done. They ended up staying with the original door. It was just a finance thing. Because, like I said before, that toilet's leaking. And as you can see, it's a tile floor. So pulling that toilet, if it's rotted like I think it is, I'm going to have to cut out those tiles, 4 of those tiles at least, and rebuild it, and then put them back. So, but that's for next week. I got to recover being crammed in this corner, in this little shower for the last 2 weeks. So, all right, well, there's your go board, bathroom, shower, stall complete.